Hi lovely people, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about my testimony, how I almost died, or should I say I died but God brought me back to life. Many of you who know me on social media might have already read my story because I've written blogs on it. I keep preaching on that, but I thought it wise that I did actually make a video to encourage people out there, those people who are facing health issues or situations they think they can't conquer. You can conquer it. Just watch my video and be blessed. Okay, so before we hit the main point, let me give an official intro about myself. I actually made a get to know me video. That was my first YouTube video, but I had lots of feedbacks that said I didn't really talk about my personal life. I was mainly focused on the questions that were being asked to me. So here we go. My name is Jennifer Edusei. I'm no more probate. Those of you who know me as probate, I'm married now. So I'm Jennifer Edusei. I'm 26 years of age. I attended Every Girls Senior High School, the only girls' school in the world. If you don't believe me, whatever. I also attended Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, that's KNUST. I offered advertising, marketing, and media management. That's all under communication design. And I also furthered my education. I did my master's at Ghana Institute of Journalism. I didn't do journalism though, but I went to journalism school. That's what most of you are mistaken, and I furthered in media management. That's basically that. I work with Avians Ghana and I love my job. Yeah, that's it. And no, I'm proudly Ghanaian. Those of you think I'm Chinese, please, I am Ghanaian. Thank you. So my testimony. I felt very sick during the long vacation of my first year in university. I started to lose weight, loss of appetite, fatigue, swelling in my joint. You can name all sorts of symptoms. I just wasn't feeling well. As students, we are about to vacate, we had plans, more chilling. You're excited about coming home, but for me, when I got home, it was an awful experience. I went to a clinic and I was diagnosed numerous times. They told me I have malaria. Tomorrow they told me I have malaria, pneumonia, so many things. And it was a terrible feeling to the extent I actually started bleeding on my skin. I believe if it was Ebola time, the doctors would have concluded I had Ebola because the symptoms were terrible. It was a bad feeling. One Sunday afternoon, I was rushed to the hospital because my situation got really worse. I couldn't breathe and I was very, very, very weak. And it got to the point where I was even vomiting the drip that was inserted to my vein because my body couldn't take it anymore. It was just too much. And I had to even undergo HIV test, pregnancy test, kidney test, liver test, a lot of tests because the doctors could not detect exactly what was wrong with me. It was so bad, I was even urinating blood. It's not like you actually see blood clots in the urine. What was coming out, the liquid that was coming out was blood. It was so terrible, a very terrible experience. And it got to a point where I was even asking the doctors to give me blood, like I needed blood. And which patient actually knows that she needs blood? How I was even able to act, I have no idea. I have no idea. I arrived at the emergency ward at 11:21 p.m. I still remember that time clearly. And the doctors realized how serious things were because we were not feeling my pulse and breathing too became very difficult. So I was asked to even undergo a lab test that night. But the problem is my ward that I was assigned to was closing at 12 a.m. So how am I able to do my lab test and meet up the time to get to the ward, but it wasn't successful. I couldn't do my lab test that night, so I was given a drip and was put on a wheelchair to my ward. We got to the ward. My parents were asked to leave because they're about to close the doors. And as I looked at their faces, I remember I began to cry because I was going to be alone in the ward. I was in so much pain, and because I had not done any lab tests, they couldn't give me any medication except the drip and some painkillers to suppress the pain. But I was still weak, I was still in pain, and I was going to be left in my room alone. I didn't know what was before me. I was so scared, and I was actually awake all night, and the pain was unbearable. It was a long night, trust me, a long night. Finally, morning came and mommy arrived, and she took me to the bathroom to freshen up. And when we were coming back, I was still weak, I was still dizzy, and I heard her screaming. She just started screaming, not knowing. I started drifting off, I started collapsing, I started having seizures, and there was a chair beside her, so she tried putting me on the chair so that she runs out to go and call the nurses and doctors. By the time they came back, I was on the floor, gone. But before then, before drifting off, I remember I said these words: Lord, remember me. Please don't forsake me, before I totally went blank and collapsed. Later on, Mom was saying that I was so heavy, even three strong men couldn't even carry me from the floor to the bed. What does that tell you? It means I was totally gone. Totally gone. I remember when I woke up from one of my seizures, I told Mom that I could see angels. The angels are coming for me. Mom got so scared because when someone actually says angels are coming for them, it's depicting death. Death is calling you. My mom got so scared, so she quickly called my auntie, one of her big sisters, and put it on speaker. And my auntie said I should declare, I shall not die. I will live to declare the glory of the Lord in the land of the living. Hey! I struggled to say it, but finally when I said it, then I collapsed again. I kept having so many seizures. I remember I woke up one time and I lost my memory. I couldn't remember anything or anybody except my mom. I started acting like a mad person, so aggressive. I was rude to everybody and all that. And I also wasn't able to breathe well, even though I was on my oxygen tube. And I kept pointing to the tube for them to know that there's a problem, but my speech wasn't coming out. But later, doctors realized what the problem. There was actually a hole in my oxygen tube that was preventing me from breathing well. Where from the hole? I have no idea, but it was so scary. And I went to seizure again. I was given 7 pints of blood pumped into me because I had lost so much blood. And then I went to seizure again. So after an hour, I woke up and I immediately removed the oxygen tube from my nose, and blood just started dropping out. It was really intense. It was really intense. So, but at that time, my mom wasn't around. It was my cousin that was actually monitoring me. You know, they take turns in watching me. So my cousin quickly rushed out to call the nurses and the doctors. When they came, they realized what was happening and they sucked everyone from the room. So what they did was they raised my pillow up and turned me to my side to prevent any brain damage. And they did what they had to do. I just thank God that at that time my mom wasn't around, because when they were explaining what happened, it was really a really scary moment, and she had already been through a lot. So It's just good she wasn't around. Opened my eyes and there was something strange about where I was. The environment was cold and funny. I realized there were tubes all over me and I was naked under the sheets. I got really frightened. And then all of a sudden, the people who rushed to me, I think they realized that I'm waking up. And they rushed to me and all I could hear them saying was, "Oh Lord, we thank you, oh Lord, we thank you, she's back to life." And I asked them, "Where am I and what's all this?" And they were like, "I'm in the intensive care unit, that's the ICU." And I went into coma and they're happy to see me back here again. And you know what that means, right? When you're in the ICU, that is your last option. That's the last option you have when you're in the hospital or in the ICU. Either you recover or you die. When your case is very severe, they bring you there. And I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. All I had was to thank God for bringing me back to life. Because the tubes that I was even on, it was life support. And when you're on life support, your system is down, your organs are down. The only thing that's helping you live is the tube, the machines. Helping you breathe is the machines. And I can't stop thanking God for my life because there were so many people who died from the ICU. They keep bringing people, new people in, and new people, old people die. And it's funny how when you are sick, you really know that it's only God that can help you, not man. Because there were rich people in the ICU who could actually afford all sorts of tubes and treatment and all that, but they were not responding, so family members had to give up on them. There are people too who could not afford the treatment anymore, so they had to remove the tubes for the people to die. I actually had to watch a little boy die in the ICU. And you know the ICU cannot consume a lot of people, so if you're not really responsive, they have to take the tubes off you so that they're able to bring new people in. The story is not over yet, but I remember seeing my mom when she entered the ICU to come and see me. I remember her face, her speech expression. Oh God, my mom, she had been through so much. So seeing me alive, awake, the moment. But there was a day where I almost gave up. I almost gave up to life because I was still, as much as I was on tubes and medications and all, I was still feeling this inner pain, this pain in me. So I remember I told my mom that I want to give up. Can she allow me to go? That frightened her. She rushed to me and was like, "Do I want to give up on my cousin?" You know, I was supposed to be a maid of honor for my cousin. So she was like, "Do I want to disappoint and give up on my cousin? Do I want to disappoint and give up on her, on my auntie, my favorite auntie, and all that?" Like, she was so scared. She says, "I shouldn't say that. Please, I shouldn't go. I shouldn't give up. God is my strength." So I think she called her pastor, and the pastor came to pray with me, and I felt calm. I felt really calm. Little by little, I kept recovering, and I finally got discharged. But it wasn't an easy road because I was still weak. I had a blurred vision. I still needed help to eat, to bath, even to walk. And it got to a point where I was even supposed to defer because school had almost reopened. Or should I say school had reopened, and I had to go and register. I almost deferred. So if you realize, I used to do a lot of confessions. God should forsake me. God should help me. I even said Bible quotations and all that. But I still went into deep waters. I still collapsed and all that. Should I say that God forsake me? No. We will still go through the process. But at the end of the day, God will come through to you. Sometimes, why does God come at the last minute? For us to have faith in Him and for us to know that He alone He alone is the only one who can save us. No man, no woman, but God. So I want you to know that God is still good. Even in your dark moments, God is with you. Your prayers never go unnoticed. God is always on your side. He sees it. You may feel like he's silent, or you may feel like he's not answering your prayers. I could have felt that God, after all the prayers I've prayed, you still let me go into coma, you still let me go into seizures, all the pain, you still let me go through all what I've went through. But at the end of the day, he still came through to me. And I'll be inspiring and sharing my story with you and be encouraging you today that God is faithful and he will come through to you. You may go through deep waters. Look at who? Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. God could have prevented everything, all the fire and all the blah blah blah. But he made them go through the fire. But he was with them. He was with them. They didn't bend. God is with you. God loves you and he will never forsake you. I went back to school and my grades were even better than before. Isn't God amazing? The devil may have planned your suffering, but God would turn them into opportunities. We have all questioned God in one way or the other. If no health issues, maybe financial, job, education, marriage, whatsoever. But I want you to know that God is with you. Just keep your faith. I didn't just make those confessions. I believed and had faith. And you know, without faith it's impossible to please God. Faith moves mountains. Don't give up. Whose report do you believe in? Only the person who created you. God loves you. He cares for you. He's not a bad father. And he will come through for you. Have faith.